Yeah. So our mailbag today, since we're kind of on the topic, came from Neil. Of course, I lost it. Said, my question is how to make an opt-in page or landing page as successful as possible. I'm going to do affiliate launches, and the first step is getting people to put in their email. If the opt-in ratio is too low, the whole thing falls apart. So really, what are the critical elements or how to approach the content on a good landing page? You just started talking about that. There's a few things like right above the fold. Like we know the number varies widely, but it's something like only 30% of your audience is going to scroll beyond like the above the fold or the on load viewport, like what's immediately visible when they get to the page. So right away, you're losing a lot of audience. So it's really critical to make sure that that hero is effective. When we talk about landing pages, especially if we're talking about like pushing for email signups, not necessarily booking a service or buying a product, but that lower friction kind of lead generation, there's several elements. We actually do a workshop on it on just this subject over on the AWeber site. Alicia and I ran one a couple of days ago on this, and you can check that out at aweber.com/events. But a clear offer. So when we talk about like lead generation, don't say sign up for my newsletter. Chris demoed it in that page right at the bottom with that lower friction ask. He said, get daily dog tips. I forget the framing, but you were explicitly providing value or explaining what the value was that they were getting. You didn't say sign up for my newsletter because like they're not motivated to just sign up for your newsletter, right? They need to know what they're getting in return. So a clear offer, a trust element that could be, reviews, testimonials. It could be join 2,742 happy subscribers, something that indicates this is credible and people are getting value out of it. Ensuring that it's mobilely responsive. 70-80% of your traffic anymore is going to come from mobile, and a clear CTA. So those are the main things. But I think what's even more important when we're talking about that is what Chris was just talking about with that previous landing page, is that when people are scrolling the page, so if the hero, the above the fold, didn't convert, but they haven't left, they didn't go I'm out and bounce, they're interested. Yeah. You just still have to convince them. So as they scroll, it's okay, what's the second thing they need to know? Maybe they need to know more about Chris. So he's going to expand a little bit on him. All right, what's the third thing they know? They kept scrolling past that. They haven't left, but they're still scrolling. Maybe they need to understand the process. Like you reach out, I come meet your dog. We set up our first walk. Whatever that might be. But he's addressing questions and potential pain points that they may have as they scroll that page. Because like Chris just said, they are interested. They're interested enough to not leave yet, but you still just have to convince them. So addressing those pain points. And we've shown that with like your Dinky pickleball paddle website too. Where you start to show, okay, maybe what's inside this guide for getting started, and kind of continuing to go deeper and deeper, and then ensuring that at the bottom there's an opportunity to take action. Don't leave a dead end or a one-way street where they get all the way down to the bottom. They've consumed everything. They haven't bounced. They haven't left, but they have to go find that form again.
Yeah. I don't have anything to add for that other than like you got to make your offer clear and compelling.